Uh, Good afternoon, dear students. This is Lohit Rameske. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about the types of business decisions. So, we have already discussed and understand the concepts, importance, and the meaning of business decisions. Let us see on which areas the business decisions are connected with, or the kind of decisions they are going to taken, because the business decisions are always have impact on many things like employees, organization structure, and a product, business activities, branch, and expansion of business, and many things. Let us see what are the things we are going to cover in this session.
These decisions has taken on day-to-day basis or at operating level. Day-to-day operations or actions require these kind of programmed decisions. So, but these decisions, once if they decide the plan of action, course of action, they will define the specified procedures. Then the manager do not require to find solution repetitively. So whenever the problem rises, whenever there is a requirement of taking decisions, he will apply the same procedure or the same decision which is already made or which is made once. Then these decisions will remain constant for a long time. So take for example, operating level decisions means, so while producing, the manager has to decide number of employees, rotate the employees, or hire the employees, decide the number of employees, then giving instructions to the employees, and controlling the employees. So many things will comes on decision matters. So the manager will have a common set of procedures and rules for these programmed decisions. Let's see what is the non-programmed decisions. A non-programmed decision is a non-repetitive and unique. Means these kind of decisions are not taken daily basis or day-to-day basis. So occasionally these kind of decisions will taken by a manager or by the management, and these decisions are always unique, means which are, these decisions are different from other kind of decisions, because non-programmed decisions are new and arises only at the unfamiliar situations or circumstances. So unfamiliar situations means it's a situation where you can't get a situation which is favorable to your business activities or comfortable with your kind of work or style of work. And these non-programmed decisions are so difficult and they have complexity, because these decisions or these things are not faced every time, they are faced only at frequent times. For example, while purchasing a new product for the company or for opening a new branches of company or appointment of new executives. So while doing all these things, the manager or the management may not know many things. They have to collect the first and primary information. Based on that, they have to evaluate, they have to understand, they have to judge, and finally, they have to take these decisions once. So if their judgment is right, if their analysis is right, then these kind of decision works for a business organization. Otherwise, they may fail in these kind of decisions. So these are non-programmed decisions. Then the next kind of decisions are strategic decisions and tactical decisions. So here, the strategic decisions are the decisions which are related to the policy matters. Policy matters means here the company or the business organization may have n number of policies while framing the policies, these kind of decisions are taken. So the policies are always have a long term in nature, so they have long term implications. So the policy, first of all, we have to know what is policy. Policy is all about setting of rules and regulations, procedures, or setting up of boundaries in which the business operations has to do or to be operated. So all these things comes under policy. Here, the company sets its own policies towards employees, towards customers, towards people, towards law, or on many things. The business organization is going to set policy. So these policies influences the organization structure. So organization structure is an hierarchy, a relationship between top level management to lower level management, which consisting of board of directors, managers, executive heads, like supervisors, workers, staff, everyone comes under organizational structure. So for all of them, the business organization has to set a policy. So while setting the policy, they have to consider so many alternatives, primary information and secondary information. And these strategic decisions always influence have an influence on objectives of the company. The objectives of company, they may be in long term or short term objective, primary objective, ancillary objectives, means supporting objectives. So the business organization's objectives is always about achieving a profit, increasing their sales value, increasing their market share, extending their business, becoming a number one, providing qualitative goods and services. So many kinds of objectives they are going to set. It's all about objectives of their organization towards their economy, towards their country, so towards employees. On many things, the business organization set the objectives. So for in all these matters, the these strategic decisions plays an important role. So all these things are to be operated for a long time. So the policies are the strategic decisions which comes to the work well when deciding the working conditions and availing the finances for the business operations. And these decisions influence the functioning and direction of organization for the long time. Means once if they're set, they will be carried for a 5 year, 10 year, 3 year, or 15 year, or up to an indefinite period. So strategic decisions are always taken with careful analysis. And these strategic decisions establishes a good relationship with the external environment. So the policy of any business organization shows that the kind of relationship of company which has with outside world, the external factors or the external environment. So this which consists of suppliers, financiers, creditors, bankers, lenders, government, they are all comes under the external environment. They can't be controlled by the business organization. So now to have a connective relationship with all of them, the strategy of operating the business should be a good one. For example, here for strategic decisions, diversifications of expansion means product diversification, business diversification means moving from one product to another product, or one kind of business to another kind of business. And vision is set once, but the mission always to be can be changed. The capital expenditures means the uh, expenses they are going to incur, the cost they are going to incur for the long time with the fixed assets or the machineries or building or like so. On all these matters, strategic decisions are have an influence. So the business organization must consider the many facts and alternatives to take strategic decisions. Then the tactical decisions, we may call them as an operational decisions also. Once the strategic decisions may require many routine decisions. A routine decision is also called as a tactical decisions, means day-to-day decisions. So in order to accomplish the strategic decisions, these tactical decision has to be taken. So these decisions are more specific and short term in nature, and they have short term implications because these tactical decisions, they are relevant or related to the economic use of existing resources and not involved in a high risk and uncertainty. Means the decision should be taken by the managing director or the managers regularly, that in such a way that they have to use the resources at an optimum level and avoid the wastages and possibly control the risk and uncertainty. Then the next kind of decisions is industrial decision and group decision. See, sanctioning a leave to a worker is an example of an individual decision. It is only concerned towards about individual. It do not comes under industrial or group. But if in a small enterprises, normally the individual owner will take most of the decision. Means it may be about salary, finance, grants, or operations, many things. On all these matters, they are going to take decisions. So these kind of decisions with a single entrepreneurship is left with the particular manager. So the industrial level decisions, they are from top level and lower level will have supply of information and to take decisions. Means with the help of top level and lower level, these kind of decisions are taken. Here in group decisions, the decisions are taken with collaboration of subordinates. Means by considering the plans, by considering the suggestions, by considering the instructions, or by taking the ideas of subordinates, the organization or the board of directors or the management will take decision. So here, one example I have given that board of directors, while introducing a new product, they will consider the suggestions, ideas of their subordinates. And before entering into a latest technology or adopting to a latest technology, they consider the facts and opinions of their subordinates. In group decisions, the decisions are taken with the collaboration of subordinates. So here, but in industrial decision, only the top management will, by having a supplied information with the particular manager, they are going to take decision. But in group decision, they are going to consider the subordinates facts and figures and their suggestion and their ideas exactly. Then the next kind of decisions is here major and minor decisions. So a decision to purchase a large equipments, open some new branches is a major decision because it requires huge amount of investment. It requires much more information. It requires a well-equipped analysis, expertise, advice, legal opinions, knowledge, all those things. And these equipments which are used for long time, and if they want to open a branches, they have to consider the profitability, the risk associated with that opening of new branches, so many things. So the decision on such matters will become a major decisions. If the decisions taken at office level by a superintendent either to purchase for smaller things, materials, or many things, so they may called as a minor decisions. Then the next type of decisions are policy and operating decisions. Here, the decisions is taken at higher level after lengthy deliberation are known as policy decision, because polity, policy have a greater influence and which considered to many people, so not over a single group of people or not a single person. So it have influence on all the employees who are working, or it may concern to a huge group of employees or workers. So for this, due to this reason, the lengthy discussion will be held in an organization if we are going to frame that policies. So the decision regarding these policies taken is called as policy decisions. For example, here I'm given that deciding the grant leave encashment benefit to the employees, because the employer is going to have an investment on employees. He has to get the returns in an expected manner. So he has to allot the work properly, and he has to give he has to grant leaves in a calculated way. And for all this, he has to plan and have a discussion with the group of experts before going to finalize the decision. Then, while decisions are taken at middle level in relation to day-to-day operations of organization, is called operating decisions. Then, these operating decisions may not require a lengthy and deliberate discussions or operations, sorry, or deliberate actions. They require an immediate decisions, means they are a regular one, means here the manager level, executive level, or the departmental heads, they may have these kind of decisions, means deciding numbers, deciding amount, deciding machineries, deciding number of products. So many things, they are regular activities. So operating decisions, they are relevant to the day-to-day operations. Then the next kind of decisions is here organizational and professional decisions. So here the decisions towards organization taken by an executive is called as organizational decision. Means the decision will be taken by executive individually, but it's for official cause, means for the benefit of company or business organization only. For example, here I'm given that decision on appointment. So while appointing secretary, while appointing manager, while appointing employees, the executive has to consider many facts. He has to evaluate that person properly, because once if he appointed or once the investment made on him, the company expects the returns in the form of a good performance, increased performance, and betterment of service, and want to utilize the skills and knowledge of that particular person. And the transfer of employees. If one person is transferred from one position to another position or one place to another place, what will be the impact? So the manager or executive has to decide carefully which will cause, which will be, have an impact on the profitability of business organization. And the personal decisions here, they are the non-official decisions which is taken by any executive. Suppose an example is given is here. he is going to apply for VRS, voluntary retirement scheme, means that executive. So it will become a non-official, is personal, but this decision is taken by an official only, but for his personal cause, not for company cause. This decision may not affect for longly for a business organization or majorly to a business organization. Then the next type of decisions is here: departmental decisions, interdepartmental decisions, and enterprise decisions. So under departmental decisions, which is relevant to a concerned department, and it can be taken by departmental heads like production department, sales department, marketing department, or finance department, HR department. Here, the decision will be taken by the head of the department. It may be about allotting of work, extraction of work, guiding, or deciding the circular, or framing policies, or uh, framing rules, regulations towards their particular department. Then the interdepartmental decisions are taken by the managers, who are superiors than departmental heads. They are concerned department managers will take these kind of decisions with the help of controlling manager. So, for example, I am given here, given is suggestion on change of product design. So, if the production manager want to change the design of the product, he has to consider the ideas, information of controlling manager, departmental head, and experts. So, it's all about the department decision only, but it's not routine. So, once if it is taken, it will be worked for long. Then the next decision is enterprise decision. So here enterprise decisions are those decisions which are taken at higher level of management. Means it's not departmental or it's not interdepartmental. So the enterprise decisions by the top management. So the top management is superior than all this departmental and interdepartment. So they are going to take the decisions. So the example is decision on opening of new branches. By analyzing all these performance of department and interdepartments and so many things, they are going to decide the matters. So here in this session, we'll come to know that the business decisions are taken into form based on majorly the routine nature of business and the plans they are going to form and the policies they are going to frame and the structure in which they operate and works and the policy they are going to set for their employees for their operations of business and the kind of authority that organization is going to use. So these are all the major things we can come to know under this session. That means the types of business decisions. So with this, I conclude this session. Thank you.